Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for tuning in to Call of Cthulhu, The Dreamer's Journey. Please note that this is an adult stream. We are 17 or 18 plus. Viewer discretion is advised for graphic language and harsh content. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and transition to our college classes for the day. Fuck you, I deafened myself this
You
time,
muted
bitch.
us.
Yeah, fuck you.
Look at Vincent learning. I'm so proud.
Dude, I went to college for this summer. Hell yeah, of course I
We
learned.
can make do things on time.
All right. So where we left off.
Left
Left off.
The group had they had lunch in town, where Jay and James had an interesting experience with the local Italian restaurant. Um, they got in a bit of a tussle after lunch with a ghoul in the cemetery, attacking Barbara and
Dante.
what's his name, Dante.
Wow, forgot Dante.
Yeah, I did. Afterwards, Jack kind of broke down a little bit. Jay got fed up, but overall ended up coming back. Overall, good news though, as they now have permission to enter the. All right,
I am going to unserver mute Vincent.
now let's continue on
It's
in
not
our
actually
adventure as we
playing
left off in the office with the three of you in the president's office.
I'm in a
So
graveyard.
I believe I was going to get a psychology roll to see if I saw that something was up with
Mr. Howard.
Jack, because apparently there was some fuckery going
There's
on.
always some fuckery going on. It's us.
I don't know.
You remember that, Chaz?
I do not.
After the session, Jake said that there was.
Oh yeah, he was gonna roll on me.
But would Jay know? Would Jay know that?
Jake specifically said that that Jack was acting like noticeably odd whenever he was talking about it, so that's why I was gonna roll it.
All right then. Yeah, roll. Go for it.
Yeah, I was just waiting for the session. So psychology, I assume.
Yes.
Ooh.
Failure. Nah, he doesn't notice.
But we last left off with him talking to you and being forced by Jay to tell you all the personal info about one of the teachers.
Because fuck you.
Yep.
Yep, we did force him to do
I'm just
that.
chilling in a graveyard.
Yeah, I didn't realize that ethics was an actual skill.
It was. It's gone down. It's official.
It's a hold on. It's a skill that he has for now.
Yeah, it went from a 35 to a 22 in about a week at this college.
So what do you guys do?
I'm gonna go to sleep.
You guys are still in the office.
I'm
Yeah, I
gonna go to
wanna
sleep.
take a nap. No.
This is a really comfortable looking desk you got here.
He just curls up on the desk.
I would ask him. Do you have anything? Do you have anything you want to tell us about the dream world before we go there tonight?
Be careful. And keep in mind that even though it is a dream, you're still at risk. So definitely stay careful.
All right. Do I gotta wear like my mask and my spear in order to bring it in, or can I just like imagine it because it's a dream?
What do you think?
I mean, if it's a dream, I've been able to summon things in dreams before and fly.
That is a common dream.
Yes, if you want to bring something with you, you have to have it on you.
So in other words, what you're saying is I can't imagine having 16 tons of TNT to just blow the god away.
Well, I would imagine 16 tons of TNT would not do much to a god.
So
What about
16 tons of tactical nuclear warheads. Got it. Like the way you think, Teach. Okay.
But
what
yeah,
about 17?
Jay just scowls whenever he hears that he said what do you think whenever he actually meant that he does know. He just didn't want to answer again. So Jay's
But
just scowling again.
He did answer it in a way a teacher would answer, kind of like I would think you would know the answer since you've been learning.
Like a dick.
Yeah. I
Like
don't know. Can you go to the restroom?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah. So all right. Jay
He was
at this
just being a
point,
typical teacher, is what I'm saying.
Jay would just say, "All right, see you, Teach. Wish us luck."
Jaden's gonna stay behind. He has more questions.
Jay would also ask Jack, "Hey, does it still say prove yourself on the spear?"
Let me see it and I'll find out.
I hand it to him.
The spear still says "Prouvez-vous." Has not changed.
Damn. Really felt like I proved myself, but I guess not. Huh.
I'm gonna look at the spear and go. Still says prove yourself.
Fuck.
And then you hand it back.
All right.
Jaden's gonna stay behind and ask the president a couple more questions.
Okay.
You
Jack
said that
Cruz, great
Professor, I'm very good at my knees. If you give me an A, no, no, God, no, no. Professor, you said that I'm not interested in Professor what's his name's experience in limbo, but that implies that you would have at least some knowledge about limbo, right?
We have very little knowledge. Limbo changes all the time.
What are the Did you know that it was filled with buildings and old iron sand, and there's a massive tower off in the distance and a horrible black beast inside of it?
Yes, that is all fairly new stuff, though, so we don't really know much about what it is now.
You don't know what the buildings are or the tower or anything?
We know what the buildings used to be.
What were they?
Towns of people.
People used to live there?
Yes. It used to be a much more peaceful place.
What happened to it? Where is everybody? All that's left is
We
skulls
don't
and
really know, but around the Earth time, early 1970s, it changed, and that creature that you are talking about arrived and decimated everything.
Wait, hold on. I gotta write this down. Earth time, 1970. Ugly Gorilla Man comes about and murders limbo people. Radical. All right, got it. But all right. Another question then, if you can't tell me anything else about limbo. You said that there was a man, or rather a thing that my, and he's gonna hold up his fingers, real father was chasing after. Who is he? Or even what is he?
That we don't know.
You
Your
don't.
father tried to figure it out, and look what happened to him.
Let's go back to that. Who even was my real father? Have never even heard of him before I came to this place. Why didn't I know about him? Or at least hear about him?
He died right when you were born. And That's your mother remarried pretty soon after, so that way you would have a father figure.
Do you know how he died?
All we know is that we found bits and pieces of him. An arm, a leg, a jaw.
Where did you find him?
Here, there,
No, I mean,
everywhere.
where in the country did you find
Here, on
And there.
campus.
And everywhere.
him? On campus? What building?
The yard. The park. In town.
His body was scattered around town?
Yes.
Scattered around town.
Bring it around town. All right. Last question. Do you know anything at all about what the heck we're supposed to do in limbo? Or not limbo, sorry. What we're supposed to do in the dream world? Any hints or tips or clues? Anything? Hints?
Well, I would say that maybe, and I don't really know, but your best bet might be to find out exactly what's going on there. And if things indeed are turning into a war, coming up to it, I would say find some people who you could bring to your side. Find some people who would help fight.
And where would be the best location in the dream world to find out where everything is going on?
Well, you should have. Professor Uptrom has told you this already.
Bold of you to assume I pay attention in my classes.
Maybe so, but we're not really focused on the safest option. I'm asking for the best option.
I would not know where to start. It's up to you to find out. That's why we're sending you there to find out what's going on, to find ways to help.
Jane's gonna click his tongue, get up, and excuse himself. And after he gets out, he's going to go ahead and text the one who's we J names was a horrible idea. He's gonna text James and tell him what's up.
right now. Can I just assume, Chaz, how
Yeah,
long has this? Okay, how long has it been?
Like 30
Okay,
minutes.
can I just assume James has gotten bored and is now just talking with another dead person?
Lower
If you
that F
want.
Are you
again.
gonna use another green vial?
You're gonna use another vial and dig
Yeah.
up another body.
I mean, my teacher seemed very, very excited when I talked about it. So you know.
You
He also said to make
Yeah, I
these
still have 3 of 'em.
last.
it's your
It is.
resources.
And it is. Who do I get, Chaz?
Do you just dig up
Whoa,
any old grave, any random one?
Yeah, about that. Yep.
Right. You dig up a grave. It has no marker on the grave, just a blank
Ooh,
stone to mark that there is a grave there.
Ooh.
You open it up, and there's a teenager, a body of like a young adult,
Oh shit.
kind of freshly buried.
Oh shit. Actually, this could be very good for us.
You might want to change your occupation to grave robber.
I mean, technically, my occupation is still a student. Technically, no. This actually could be useful to us, guys. Yeah, you know what I do, Dad?
I mean,
You're the one taking the ethics blow, not me.
I also don't know how it will be useful if we can't bring a
No, no, no,
zombie
no, no, no,
into
no.
the. Unless you plan on hugging this thing while you go
I
to
meant
sleep.
the fact that this is a person who just died recently. It looks like a teenager. Most likely went to the college. So, Chaz, you know what I do? Swiggity, swiggity, revivification of Udity.
It doesn't.
No,
It doesn't fit.
It fits if he's.
Is that in character or out of character?
What's going on?
Are you alright? And he still
Where
has
am
his
I?
mouth covered from earlier because, geez, fuck, that body was rancid.
The male body kind of leans up. What's
You
going on?
alright? Well, you technically are dead, but not. How did you die?
I don't know.
What's the last thing you remember?
I was sleeping.
Alright. Did you go to the college? To Miskatonic?
No, but my dad did.
Alright.
We lived here in the
Wait, they
town.
have houses here?
Yes, James actually
Oh,
walked by
okay.
a couple of like apartments and all that and houses.
Who is
It's
your
a town.
dad?
Clark. We're the Clark family.
I haven't met anyone named Clark,
I don't know my
right?
dad's first name. You have not met anyone with a surname Clark.
Alright, yeah. Just kind of testing stuff, I guess, right now. If you guys want to tell me, I'm waiting on people, so. Got bored.
I'm a test subject.
Technically, you should be dead.
So why should I not stay dead? Why did you bring me back? Why am I a test subject?
Because.
You're an uppity little.
You
I
you you feel that kind of like presence in the back of your head kind of start to like as soon as you tell him that it kind of starts pushing against your mind.
Snaps
Win,
pencil.
kid. You got that.
Well, the thing is, okay, so. It's fighting off some very weird shit right now, and I guess I need to see how far this can actually go. I know a person who was brought back and has literally stayed for about 500 years or so. So you.
5 years.
No, 500. Sir K.
I'm pretty sure Sir K was like 5 years, not 500.
I don't know. I thought he was 500 because he was Arthurian time.
No, he was dead for a long
Well,
time.
I know someone who stayed
He
for a few years, so maybe you'll be that lucky.
Congrats, kid. You got a second chance
you
at
do
life.
you have a second chance right now.
We gave you a Mario Green mushroom extract.
we
But why did you bring me back?
Do you?
What was the
Would
point?
you rather stay dead?
How long am I gonna be back?
I don't know. That's kind of the point.
What?
It could.
What is wrong with you?
Probably quite a
Good
bit.
question.
Seen a lot of weird shit recently.
Question, and none of us know
I've
the
seen a
answer.
lot of real weird shit.
As he's talking, he like you can see he's getting a little more agitated. You feel that presence in the back of your mind continually start to push against your brain.
Can you calm down?
Eat his brains, zombie boy.
No.
What's your okay? Well, we call them. What's your name? Justin.
Justin.
All right, nice to meet you, Justin. My name is James.
He's really angry that he
Yeah,
got a
like the
second
fuck.
chance at life.
All right.
Justin lays down back into the coffin and just closes the lid on top.
How old
Go
are
away.
you, or were you?
You hear no
Can I
you hear
knock on
no
the
answer
coffin?
from inside. It slightly opens up and then
Can you
shuts
answer
back.
a few questions for me?
N- Why can't I say no?
I think that's part of it.
Well, it seems I have no choice.
How old were you?
19.
And you said you just died by going to sleep.
I don't know how I died. All I know is the last thing I remember is falling asleep.
Okay. Is there anything like off about his body? Like
No.
signs of suffocation.
Aside from being cut open when you cut him open.
Did I notice anything when I
There's
cut him
nothing
open?
off. No, everything seemed pretty normal.
Why did you die at 19 just by going to sleep? You didn't?
I don't
Would you
know.
like to find out? Would you like to find
What?
out?
What are you going to
Nothing.
do to me?
We have a second chance to figure out why. Would you like to?
I feel like I feel like I might want to stay in the dark about my own death.
Well, the thing is, again, I don't know how long you're going to be like this. So you might just get a second chance here.
Well, I still would like it to not know,
Okay.
because knowing how you died is probably not fun.
Yeah, this is true. Do you want to? I mean, you got the freedom to do a bunch of shit right now.
I just want to stay here,
Okay. I guess you can stay here.
and I don't want to talk to you.
Alrighty then. Very rude. Okay. Well then.
How do we send him back to his eternal
I'm just
slumber
gonna leave
then?
him here and see how long it lasts.
Keep reducing that
Oh,
ethics
shit.
score.
Can I ask one more question before I guess you go back to sleep? Or not really sure what happens there.
You see him trying to say something, but his mouth just won't
Yeah,
open.
I know you can't really say no, can you?
What do you want?
Do you know anything about the college? Anything important? Is
I know that it's an important place.
that about it?
So I never really went to there.
Alright. Just tell me if you start feeling anything strange.
I think this whole thing feels strange.
You go away.
No, I'm just gonna sit here and kind of, just watch.
He lies back down and closes
you
the
do
coffin
that.
again.
Alright, I'm just gonna check on you every 5 minutes.
For this whole thing, can you lower
Yeah,
your ethics
yes, I
another
can, Chaz.
3
Yes,
points?
I can. How long does it last?
Well, that depends. Are you guys going to get him? Any of you guys? You're just gonna leave him
I
I-
mean,
and do your own thing.
I'm not really allowed to be by myself, so
Like I
Wait,
said,
why?
I called him.
Why are you not allowed to be by yourself?
Well, the party doesn't trust me anymore because apparently I withheld information that nobody asked.
But nobody has said that you're not allowed to be by yourself.
Anywho,
James
like I said,
outside the dean's office and wait for Jay to Jay and Jaden to come out and go. So what do we do now?
I call James.
This is like about 30 minutes after I brought the other kid back, right? Has he died
Yep.
between the 5-minute increments?
Yes, about 15 minutes in, you stopped feeling
Okay.
that presence.
Yeah, what's up? And his voice is muffled by the shirt that's covering his mouth. Because it just fucking reeks in here.
Oh, by the way, we finished the conversation. Turns out you didn't have to show
Okay,
up.
makes sense. It's about normal.
We now have permission to
Oh,
go
shit,
into the
really?
dream world.
Okay, give
Yep.
me 1 second to rebury some bodies, and I'll meet you back on campus in 5 or 10 or however long it takes.
Jesus fuck, you're joking, right?
Yes! Click!
What did he say?
I think he's committing a crime.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Anywho,
And Jaden's gonna put his phone back in his pocket.
so what's the plan? I'm assuming we're all going to the dream world tonight. I certainly am.
Jay, Jack,
Mhm.
are
I'm-
either of you gonna answer?
I'm just gonna look at Jay and go, well,
Could you repeat? I couldn't hear for a bit.
Oh, my bad. I said, so what's the plan? Are we going to the dream? I'm assuming we're going to the dream world tonight, because I sure am.
Yep. If anybody doesn't make it, I will call out to them. Make sure you bring anything you need to bring with you to the dream world. Otherwise, you won't have it with you.
It's gonna be hot sleeping in my clothes, but all right,
Oh.
I can do that.
Yep. I'm gonna turn up my AC or turn it colder, so I'll be able to wear my stuff as well.
Do we run the risk of dehydrating in our sleep to death?
No.
I'm asking the GM, mind you.
It's a jacket, not a fucking.
I know. But whatever the case.
Yeah. So, I will be going.
Hopefully, James has figured out something about the hole the ghoul left, but I doubt it. I very much doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
so let me get this straight. We left the necromancer in a graveyard.
It wasn't the greatest idea in retrospect.
I was busy focusing on other things.
I mean, I'll leave that one. Guys, we're just doing an unboxing video, duh.
Jack's just gonna rub his temples and go, "We're going to die."
That is a Vincent, you cannot call unearthing a corpse an unboxing video.
Anyway, Jay would call James. Does he answer?
Do you answer? We'll
I do
never
answer, but I'm
know.
also chewing right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, stop eating. That's
No,
very
okay.
unprofessional.
Jay would let the others know that we should that possibly we should stay in one room.
You hear like a slight thunk and then a pause. What's up? His voice is so muffled.
We're going to the dream worlds tonight.
Yeah.
The dream world tonight.
Jaden told me. I just need to finish up here and I'll be right over.
Okay. We'll be sharing a room probably.
Okay.
In case my abilities work better when we're all together.
All right. What room?
mine. I got comfier
Right.
pillows
Yep.
and stuff.
I'm almost done here. Just making sure. Yeah. Just I'll be back in like 10 or so minutes.
Sure. If you bring anything weird into my room,
I
I'll have you
think we're
take
already
it out.
bringing Jaden, so we should be good.
Okay, whatever. Blip.
Fuck you!
All right. Jay would say to the others, let's head in. I can help us all get to sleep.
All right. Does anybody have a bottle of NyQuil?
I got my voice. Let me sing you a lullaby. You'll go to sleep real quick.
Guys, I hope you don't mind, but I'm a huge snorer.
Sleep. Go to sleep, little fuckos.
All right. So we all head to Jay's room.
Alrighty, Rue. You going to sleep?
I'm
Yep,
walking
I'm
back.
gonna I'm gonna sing them
I'm
all to
walking
sleep.
back. And then I'm assuming he gets back. It's just a.
I open the door and say, and shush him and say, they're
He's
sleeping.
holding a shovel with dirt on it, and his hands are dirtied as well.
Clean up. Go take a shower.
Okay, here or my room?
In your room, you're not tracking dirt in my room. And I shut the door on him.
Okay. He goes and takes a shower. And then.
By the way, when I put them to sleep, I am going to try to induce lucid dreaming for them.
Okay. Make a power roll.
All right.
Us or him?
All of the above.
No, just him.
Failure.
Okay. All right. So you're all going to sleep?
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, James.
I'm going to sleep in my click costume, by the way.
Okay. James, as you're coming out of your shower in your room, and you see, as you're leaving the bathroom, you see just there's like a slight greenish glow shining throughout your room.
He's gonna look at his hands first.
Nothing on your hands.
You.
And as you're looking around, you see this the skull that Jay Den
Oh, then I doused
gave
in the
you.
liquid.
Sitting on your bookshelf. Its eyes are glowing a
Do I
very
feel
bright
anything?
green. And you feel a slight presence in the back of your mind.
Oh shit.
And as you're looking at it, you see a kind of a purplish greenish, like faint amount of mist coalesce above this
Shit.
skull. And it takes the shape of a man. Kind of the upper torso as it goes down to towards the lower torso, it fades off into nothingness, and it's like looking at a moving picture.
I didn't think that skull would ever come back.
What's
Holy
going
shit.
on
Okay,
here?
can you hear me?
Who said
over
that?
here. This way is a little bit like 6 o'clock from you.
Sees his head move over to you. Who are you?
James. And you are?
I am Grobicus.
Robicus?
He's an
Yes,
alien.
he's Grobicus.
What race are you?
Wow. You can't
I mean,
say
race
that,
like
my guy.
human,
No,
you know,
that's-
fucker.
He seems kind of taken aback. Oh, I don't quite understand the
Are you
question.
human?
Oh God, I hope not.
Then what are you?
I am a laying man,
And that is...
a man from Leng.
Where is that? Okay, no, actually, that's beyond the facts.
On
I can
the
look that up later. Um, all right. So,
Okay.
what do you remember? And he's gonna walk over and grab.
I remember.
Is there like the mist around the skull?
Yes,
Can
it's above the
he?
skull.
Can I grab the skull and hold it like Hamilton style or like Hamlet style?
Yes, you can grow.
Can you? Can you feel
Care
that?
ever, sir?
No.
I wish I
Alright.
was
What are you
there.
doing?
Holding your skull.
And as you're closer, you see that this man has from what you can see of him, he's got a wide mouth and with like various teeth from the mouth are kind of poking out of his lips. He's got on his shoulders and the front of his chest is covered in um, patches of matted fur, and he's got slight horns on the top of his head.
Jaden wishes he was in this room while it happened.
Fuck!
Room
I didn't
note.
mean to make that. Shit. Okay. So, what's the last thing you
I want
remember?
to ask Limbo.
I remember my home in Limbo.
Wait.
I remember hearing screams from the neighbors,
Okay, so you remember Limbo.
hearing loud noises, some kind of roar.
Ask him about the
Do you
gorilla
remember anything
monster.
before Limbo?
Yes,
So
our home was moved to Limbo,
it was.
forced to
Did you die
translocate.
or did you just get moved there?
We didn't die. We were forcefully
Well, he did die.
migrated
Can you
Just a bit later.
move? No,
out
right
of
now.
Limbo. No,
No,
the
no, no,
door
right
was
now.
closed. I can't move. My legs won't agree
If I
with me.
move the skull, does he move with me?
Yes, it
Okay,
stays above the
so,
skull.
I guess I could always ask to be or not to be here, but that's beyond the fact. We're gonna go for a walk, okay? And you're
Okay.
gonna tell
God.
me what else. Is there anything important about Limbo that I need to know? He says, walking. He quickly like throws on some clothing. It is very just hurried, and he just starts very quickly walking to Jay's room.
As you're going over there, he says, he tells you, well, I remember when we first arrived, it was a beautiful place, full of grass and flora. But
Grass.
the more we were there, it seemed to take on a more dead environment. The grass started to fade away. The flora would die. People would go missing, houses would start crumbling. And eventually it just became a wasteland.
Oh, so this just randomly happened, right? Nothing spurred this.
Happened. What year is it?
2010.
20.
He seems visibly confused by that. What?
Earth time. 2010.
Earth time. Earth time. And so he sits there and he kind of you look as you see him like you see his like he's kind of doing math in his head. Oh my.
He's been dead
Two-
for at least 30 years.
200 years.
Okay, yeah, that was at
Oh,
least
okay,
30.
wow. Wait, oh, okay. Um,
Is it
question. Okay,
is it is it
is it what?
is it still is it still the year of the Dalek?
Shit. Is it? I
Dalek.
don't know. Fuck.
We have the
What he said
I
makes
thought
no
I heard
sense
year
to
of
you.
the dog.
Chinese New Year.
Oh no, Year of the Dalek. They're going to exterminate everything.
No, no. I think this is Chinese
No, I
New
think
Year.
it's the year of the.
As you're saying this, you come to
1 second.
Jay's door.
It's the year of the tiger.
Year of the tiger. What's a tiger?
Right. Cultural divide here. Okay. Question. Anything else you can do right now? Can you move your arms around? Can you, look around and?
No, it's all dark here. I don't need. I can just all I can do is hear your voice.
I have an idea then. Thunk, 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 thunk. He knocks.
I answer it, and again,
You see him holding a skull that has glowing green eyes.
what the fuck is that?
Skull. Oh, sorry, remind me of your name again?
He doesn't answer.
Can you still hear me?
Yes, I
What
can
was your
still
name
hear
again?
you. I don't remember.
You told me it earlier.
Why don't I remember?
Right, okay. This is Jay, my friend. We're just gonna call you Tom.
Do I hear it?
We're gonna call you
Yes.
Thomas, okay?
Jay would look at you and say, maybe I can help him remember.
Let's call him Jordan.
Okay, yeah, can I come in? Because this was technically brought back from Limbo, by the way.
Yeah, I can get them back to sleep pretty quickly, so let's
Good.
go ahead and wake them up. But while you wake him up, I'm gonna try to help this
Right,
fellow
take
remember.
this. And he's gonna hand him the skull.
Jay is going to begin humming to him while in Enochian attempting to jog his memory.
Okay. As you're doing it, you notice he does not make any indication that he is listening to you or can hear you.
Hey, hey! I would snap in front of him. Hey!
Can't see you. Can you hear him?
No answer.
Hey, can you hear the other guy here?
What?
Okay,
What
he
other
can only hear
guy?
me. Good to know. And he's gonna shake Jay awake. Or Jaden awake, whoops.
Fuck it. I touched there again.
He's gonna kick him about that comment.
Ah! What the?
And
Fuck
too.
you!
I have a skull from Limbo that came back to life.
What?
If
The
you two
one-
are gonna play patty cake that way, please keep it down
Jack,
and
get
go
your
to
ass
the
up,
other
too.
room. I don't want to unless you got coffee.
You got coffee?
I mean, I think my voice might be able
Okay,
to
get
wake
him up,
him
please.
I'm going to attempt to energize them with my voice.
Red Bull, it gives you wings.
I'm
Make
up.
a power roll.
Please, no, I'm up.
Make a
Failure.
Failure. Okay. Yeah, you don't feel any energized.
You know what?
Does Jay lean his head down close to Jack?
Oh.
I've got my
goodness.
helmet on, so.
Stronger.
Does he do it?
But
No.
what?
Then
What
you
do
just
you
see
mean?
him patting like towards your general direction, going, "Shut the alarm clock
give him a kick,
up. It's the weekend. I haven't got to get up for another
I'm gonna
hour
walk
or
over and just lightly
two."
poke him with my foot.
James, what's going on with the skull? I thought you said
Well,
that it didn't come back to
didn't
life.
until now. Can I see that back? Because he can't hear you.
How about we show him to your professor? Because
Do you
there's
know what
not much
time it
we can
is?
do. We can't even talk. I think your professor will wake up real quick when you tell him that the skull from Limbo
I'm
came
assuming I
back
don't
to
have
life.
any way to get in contact with Herbert West other than just going to his office.
It's true.
You really think, okay, the person who's afraid of giving me their secrets, you really think that they gave me their phone number or email?
You know
I
where
know where he works.
works.
I don't know where he sleeps.
From what I know of doctors, they don't
This
sleep
is true,
much.
but right. I didn't talk to him. I'm curious of how long this is. Are you feeling any different right now, buddy? Thomas. So I'm just gonna call you Thomas. Are you feeling any different, Thomas? I'm
Who's
gonna call
Thomas?
you Thomas, okay? James.
Who are you? What am I doing here?
You are technically dead.
Seems like he has a pretty bad
That
memory.
might be from. Actually, can I
Being a skull.
just take and put a very tiny drop of the solution on the skull? Alright.
Sure.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
That's worth a shot at least. Right. So, okay, you were talking about Limbo, and you were talking about how it used to be this grassy place with homes before something started decaying, right?
No, all I remember about Limbo is it was a vast wasteland of a place.
Wait. Did, do you remember the gorilla creature? Did you see anything?
He can't
Jay, do you
hear
still have that
you, and he
drawing I
can't
made?
see anything. Do you remember this gorilla creature? Or was there a creature? Was there a monster of some sort?
I remember hearing talk of a creature. I don't remember by who.
Ask him about the tower. Ask him about the
What
tower
about
in
a
Limbo.
tower?
I vaguely remember a tower.
Any specifics? Any detail? Like, what was the tower?
Vague typically means
No,
without
shit,
detail.
dumbass. What was the tower?
I don't
Okay.
know.
Jaden's gonna activate his special
Easily.
eyes and try and look at him through Limbo.
You just see Limbo.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, unspecialized.
Special. Okay, so now a few more questions for you, if you don't mind.
I'll try to answer
No,
them the best
you're
I can.
good. You talked about Lang and the year of the Dalek. What are those?
Lang?
Jay would say Daleks are from Doctor Who.
And you hear like act like you can hear the confusion in his voice when he says when he or repeats it back to you. Lang?
Yes, you said it was your home. You're a man of Lang.
My home is in Limbo.
How much do you? What's the first thing you remember?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so
We're not getting
no,
anywhere
I
with
already
this.
asked
Let's
the
just go
questions.
to sleep.
Luckily, his home was translocated into Limbo, and
Why doesn't he remember
I
now
think
though?
that's part of the fact that. So, like, when I bring things back, like, a person dies again within 15 minutes.
Well, what do we do with the skull in the
Talk to it
meantime?
and him.
We're not getting anywhere with the skull. We should just leave it for
And
now.
if we wake up and he's gone, that's kind of a loss. Yes.
Is it? He doesn't seem to be
But he
providing much
did.
info.
And if there's a way
Yes.
to possibly get more, then we probably should. Um, okay, about Limbo's Wasteland, is there anything that we need to look out for? Other than the monster?
What's limbo?
God damn it! No, don't you remember any?
Can't hear you.
Can God damn it. I was gonna ask him how we move through limbo.
Do you remember this wasteland?
Wait. Oh. Jay would look at James and say, look at Jaden and say, "Didn't you say that you can't see the real world whenever your eyes are in limbo?
That's correct.
What if he can't see or hear anything?
Jack.
What if you brought
Jack,
him
can
to
you take
limbo?"
me?
That's
Can you transport me and Jaden to limbo and back?
Yeah.
I guess you have to come with us.
That's right.
I'm gonna sit up and look at him and go, "Holy shit,
Yeah,
that's a ghost."
that's kind of, it's, he's holding the skull Hamlet style, like, yeah.
Jaden's gonna turn to Jay. Jack actually has the ability to enhance our powers. Maybe he can make it so that you can speak to the skull
Can you
too.
just make it to where the skull remembers? Or, the skull's, like, lasts forever and remembers?
Okay. So your event is the skull is forgetting. You need the skull to
Yes.
remember. So you need to change the outcome of this slowly dwindling
Yes,
memory.
make it
I
instead of slowly
assume.
dwindling, rapidly increasing.
That's a good idea. Well, what happens if he reaches his limit?
Then we get everything from him.
I'm going to just look at him and go, okay, I'm so confused what the hell's going on anymore. I'm going to start trying to focus and try to manipulate his dwindling memory into a growing memory.
Okay.
That's called progress.
Okay. As he's doing that, James, you feel the as you feel the bottom of the skull kind of crumbling and getting a little softer. In your touch.
Okay.
Jack, make a power roll for me.
Power roll.
Woo!
This ought to be funny. Holy crud, I lucked out.
Hey, I have
I
the
have the
worst power in
best.
the party. I cannot make a power roll. All right, success.
What's going on? I feel this pain in my head.
Yeah, I think your skull is kind of crumbling right now. Can you stop that too, Jack, by chance?
That's what I was fixing to do. I see the skull crumbling. Can I kind of reverse the effects?
If he's crumbling, maybe we shouldn't risk trying anymore. We might break something even more than it
it's
might already be
so what's
broken.
As the pieces fall, I'm going to start imagining them repairing itself, the body slowly coming back.
Make a
Oh.
power roll.
Come on. Oh my
It's a
gosh!
lot.
What is it?
Okay. Just sitting there, focus, and the skull continues to crumble.
Let's ask
Right.
it the questions before it
Do you
fully
remember your name?
goes.
Okay, that's not working. Guys, hurry,
No,
quick!
shit.
I can't
Do you
fix.
remember your name?
I can't fix the crumble.
You see his eyes, like as you're asking him that, before you can finish, his eyes just go wide. Oh no! Oh no!
What? What is it?
Oh shit! He's
I
remembering too
remember.
well.
I remember how it died. I remember it came for me. I remember it came for my family. It destroyed my home.
What
It came
did?
for my neighbors.
What was it?
Oh
What came for
no!
you?
I remember. Make me stop! Make it stop!
What came for you? What was it?
The beast.
Beast? What else do we need to know about that place?
Maybe we should ease up. He
Okay,
seems
What
stressed.
else do we need to know about that place?
And you see he's just hands on his face, just covering his eyes, and you can see tears just falling from his face. and you get no more answer from you don't get an answer from him, just crying.
And can you stop crying?
Let him
Okay,
die.
shut up. Can you stop crying?
Maybe
No answer.
maybe we should.
Jack's gonna stand up and walk over to James and put a hand on his shoulder and go, James, let the man
Technically
die.
is.
Let him die for real.
Rest.
Let
Peace.
He's just gonna crush the
go.
skull, as I try to at least.
It crushes pretty easily. It's like sand in your hands.
Not like
How
that.
else is that supposed to do it?
The green glow around the skull and around the misty form
How long did it last?
dissipates.
I'm gonna roll psychology on him.
On who? James?
James, he seems way different from when we first
How long
met.
did this skull last?
Well, like, what are you trying to see? What are you attempting?
I am trying to see if something is affecting his
Yes,
mind.
it's
Like what's
college.
going on.
Okay, I'll allow
Hey,
it.
Hey,
Oh, so
Chaz, how long
close.
did the skull last?
About 5 minutes, maybe less. You don't really have a
Yeah,
definite
not good enough,
gauge
though.
for it.
Jay would walk over to Jack and pull him aside and whisper, "Something's wrong with James."
I noticed that too. I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on Jack, though.
On Jack, I
On
keep
Jack?
an eye on
I mean,
myself.
Jack's gonna keep an eye on Jack. Well, Jack's gonna keep an eye on Jack too.
We
but
all see
he's
Jack's
gonna
eyes
keep
roll
his
back.
eye
in
on
his head.
James too. Like, Jay, yes, I'm a psychologist. Yes, I can clearly tell you something's wrong with him, but this is the never seen him act this way. I'll keep an eye on him.
Absolute power corrupts.
Trust me, I will keep an eye on him.
Okay. Well, let's all get some sleep. And Jay's going to start singing.
Wait. Let me grab the shit I need.
Can you
Let me grab the shit I need. No.
Oh,
Okay,
backwards.
James is actually just gonna go ahead and grab his bag with the different vials and notes. And he's actually really quickly just gonna jot down a few notes of what happened.
Jaden already has everything he needs from the first time.
Yeah.
What do you
better.
have?
I have everything I need.
He needs
What
a
do you
close
have?
value.
You
I have
can't
everything I
say
need.
I have everything I
I'm going
need.
to need.
Obviously, he has his gun.
So,
He's
pull
going
up
to
my
have his
pants.
camera. And he has a cell phone. He does not have
Oh,
any
no.
clothes. No, I'm joking. Of course, he has clothes.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything he needs.
Okay.
Jay has his.
Jack would have his sword, obviously, his shotgun, and a couple bullets. And unbeknownst to the others, he'd probably have the rose on him.
So James
Okay.
is gonna have. He's gonna really quickly okay. He's gonna grab his bow and just swing it over the front of him. Get the quiver with the arrows. He has his bag with it is a leather sew bag with his formula vials, notes, pen, paper, ink, stuff to take more notes if he needs to, and then some different other stuffs. Like he doesn't always carry a Swiss Army knife on him, but he also has an emergency burn kit, a medical case containing complete first aid kit, and then a disposable respirator on him.
Okay.
Jay has his computer, his click outfit, his not his might as well. His wallet, his backpack. His backpack's carrying everything.
Of
He's got
course.
his smartphone. He's got his photo, his Nyarlathotep Bible, his book about Nyarlathotep, his spectacles. Actually, he wouldn't bring. Might as well. They're small. his face mask, obviously, he's got on under his helmet, his Italian dictionary, his Enochian book, and his spear.
What don't you have?
Nothing. Well, I'm not bringing my tour van.
He just starts like
I'm also
wearing.
not
He's
bringing
somehow
my,
wearing the tour. He's hugging the tour van as he sleeps.
Yeah, I am not bringing my tour van or my house in New
No,
York.
no, dude. You gotta bring the tour van. We gotta have like a mystery van. What do you think this is?
We are not Scooby
I can
Doo.
bring back a dead dog.
You are not Shaggy.
Anyway, I
I think if anyone's
What
Shaggy,
would you do it for
I'm
your life,
Shaggy.
Scoob?
I put everyone to sleep.
Make a power roll.
I'd like to
All
contest
right.
that power. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. So Jay would be Fred.
Who's Velma and who's? I guess I'd be Velma.
If I'm Fred, then
Jaden.
who's Daphne?
You've already said in the past that Jack is also the co-parent of the group, so therefore he's
This is
Daphne.
true.
That means I'm Shaggy and my
And
camera
I'm
is Scooby.
Velma, because you know all the fucking research notes.
And
All
you're on the floor going, "Oh no, my
My
morals, my
ethics!
morals!"
I can't find my ethics.
I'm proud of that one.
So, as you all descend into sleep,
Oh,
you all
shit.
die and game over. No.
Hell yeah.
That's how you get. That's how it be, boys. All right, guys. Now we're actually now making the
All
mystery
right.
game.
Cthulhu for you.
As
New
you all descend into sleep, you all feel a current of flowing water beneath you. You're falling into it, and it's a strong current, kind of forcefully pushing you in the direction that it's going, not letting you get to the edge of the water, not letting you
Echo.
sink though.
Echo.
Yeah, we know.
It's me.
As you let it push you along, it drops you like a waterfall. You know, it comes to a waterfall and just drops you. You land after about 5 or so minutes of free falling. You land, and looking around, you're on this platform of a room of sorts. And standing around you is the rest of you. You're all together. Whereas when you were alone in the river, but now here you're together. And standing in front of you, in front of the two pillars and braziers on top, are Kamentha and Nasht.
Well, good to see them again.
Jay would raise a hand and say,
We're back.
"Hey fellas,
We brought weapons this time.
This time
we
we're
have
actually
weapons
going.
and more.
I had my
Oh,
gun
yeah, but what's
last
I gonna
time.
do here?
Fair.
And they both kind of turn and move their hand over, and you see a door open between them with stairs going down.
Jay begins moving towards the stairs.
Jack's just gonna hoist his shotgun up, rack a shot, and
James
Start
is gonna knock an
following.
arrow and just. All right, guys. Here goes nothing.
With a swift motion, Kamentha and Nash pull out submachine guns and
Say
shoot
hello to
them.
my little friend.
Alright, so you guys are going down the stairs?
Yep, let's.
And with
Alright.
that, we all die.
So
into darkness we descend.
it's
Not
a
knowing
lot of
where we
stairs.
go.
It is pitch black. The light from the braziers quickly fades as you descend.
Jaden's gonna take out his phone and
You,
he's gonna
reach
shake
into
it
your
and
pocket.
activate his.
You reach into your pocket and you feel no phone.
Oh, god damn it.
He's gonna check. His camera isn't there as well, I'm assuming.
His camera is not there.
What about my backpack?
Your backpack is there.
What about my spear?
Your spear is there.
Inside of my backpack?
Inside your backpack, you find no phone, and you find no computer, but you do find a large book in where your computer used to be.
I open the book.
It's an encyclopedia
Of what?
of
Do I have
Earth.
everything?
Oh.
like Earth, like encyclopedia of everything.
So
Kinda
I
thing.
did take a picture of the Dreamlands map. Do I have access to it?
Yes, that is there's a map in your backpack rolled
Okay.
up like a scroll.
How about my how about my notes from the lecture?
You have a notebook in there, yeah? Because you have a notebook in there.
All right. Jay's like, we don't have our electronics, but they did give us all the information.
Wait,
we
Chad,
had.
do I have defibrillators? No.
No.
Is it replaced by any?
Why does
As
everything
you're
here hate
checking, are you
technology?
checking your equipment? You're checking your equipment. You find that all of your medical equipment and your med kit and all that stuff.
Fuckers.
It's all different, kind of
Um,
antique looking, and like looking like it like you're holding a med kit from like
Well,
World War II.
This is different. He's just gonna hold up the med kit to the group. Sure as hell didn't bring this in.
As you guys are walking down the stairs, you can definitely
Who's
like
you?
feel it, Jack.
Oh my.
Your shotgun starts to kind of like shake
Go to the
in your
World War II
hands,
trench gun.
and the fucking what's his name, Jaden.
Does
my
my
gun
gun shake in my
You're in your pocket. You feel slight shaking.
Oh.
As you guys descend the stairs, you definitely feel lighter, Jaden. Where your gun used to be, it feels lighter, and Jack, it feels lighter in your hand, and it feels like it's a completely different thing in your hand as you move it around. You're holding a bow, and your shotgun is
Wait,
gone.
what's my bow look like?
Jaden's
Hell yeah.
It looks like a bow.
Does my spear look the same?
I mean, in the pitch black darkness, you can't really tell if it looks different. But like, I mean, when I say it looks like a bow, James, it just you don't feel any difference. But you don't feel any difference in your spear.
Jaden's gonna check his pockets. Where'd his gun go? Have they taken my gun as well?
You feel when you put your hand in your pocket, you feel a bunch of long, like not long, but like short, almost. It feels like an arrow of sorts, but very small. And then you feel like a tube-like thing.
A blowgun.
A tube-like thing.
They replaced it with a blowgun.
Wait, Vincent, do you really think that a crossbow is a tube?
Sorry.
I'm just gonna hold the bow and arrows out to
It's pitch black.
Oh well.
You're still on the stairs. It's been probably like 20 minutes.
Oh, I had my phone had flashlight capabilities. Is there a torch or something in my backpack?
In your backpack, you do feel a large stick of wood.
Anything to light the wood with?
Oh.
They took my phone.
It's like a stick of dynamite.
They took my phone. They took my gun. Can't have shit in Dreamlands.
I'm gonna feel for my sword. Is my sword on my side?
Yes, your sword is still there.
I'm gonna kind of go, Jaden. Do you
Yeah.
want bow?
I? Actually,
Um, Jay, you feel in your backpack, you feel something that wasn't there before. And it feels like a blunt kind of pair of scissors.
It's a spark.
flint
It's
and
a
steel or a
what's
sparker?
it called?
A flint and steel striker.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to attempt to light my torch.
Okay. It lights pretty
Oh,
easy.
that is so much
Mhm.
nicer.
And you have to hold it kind of out and away from you because it is pretty hot.
Uh-huh.
But you can now see around you. And
I
you
was
you see looking around and moving the torch, and you can fully actually realize this. You guys are just walking down steps in nothingness. There's
Oh.
no walls around you. There's no light around you. There's no nothing. You put your hand out and it just kind of disappears in the darkness past where you can see, but there's no walls around you. There's no railing on the stairs. There's
Is there anything
nothing.
below us?
You don't see a single thing, just more stairs.
We do see stairs.
You see more stairs,
Okay.
but the
Um,
stairs are the only physical thing besides yourselves that you see.
Okay. I would hand my torch to Jack and say, "Your sword only takes one hand," and then if he when he takes it,
If he
I'll
takes it.
kind of like hold the bow and the torch and hand the bow off to one of them, going, "Here's a better weapon if you don't have
need
one."
it, I'll take the arrows.
well, after he takes the torch, I pull out my spear and inspect it. Does it look
I
the same?
guess if neither one of them will take the bow, I'll string it on my back and pull out my sword and
Oh wait, question.
keep it at my
Does
side,
his
ready
bow
to
look
be.
better than my bow?
His bow looks
Okay,
like a
no.
bow.
Do you have any arrows for the bow?
Yes, he had arrows.
In your Jack, in your backpack where you had
Shotgun shells?
ammo for your gun, you
Yeah.
now just feel about 10 or so arrows. About 10 arrows, I would say.
I'll hand them off to.
And he's gonna put
To
them in
James.
his quiver. Got 30 arrows. Hell yeah.
Does my I would is my helmet the same?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Stronger.
I would inspect my
Better.
spear now that I can see.
Your
Does it look-
spear, you see it looks pretty much the same except the carving has changed.
Hey, what's this say? I hold it up to Jack.
I guess I'll blink for a second. Like, okay, I have a spear in my face. And I'll read the inscription. Is it in French?
Yes, it is.
Can I understand what it says? Is it simple
Well,
French?
it reads in French, but as you look at it, you watch as the carving smooths out so there's nothing. And then you saw it was different, but before you had a chance to read it, you see it smooth out to nothing, and then you watch as it carves back in English this time. Prove yourself.
Hey, I'm just gonna look at Jay and go, "I think you got this one."
It says "Prove yourself."
Well,
Now in English.
what do you look at it?
Yeah, I look at it.
Yeah, as you look at it, you see it says "prove yourself," and then as you're looking at it, it smooths over, and then carve. You watch as words start to carve themselves into the shaft of the spear in English this time. Do more.
Okay. All right. Good to know. I would tell everyone. By the way, my computer turned into the encyclopedia of the world. So if you need any
My
info,
shotgun is a bow. My shotgun shells are an arrow.
I mean,
It doesn't surprise me at this point. Now I get why they said that that firearms just don't work.
yeah.
He's
want my
now
gun back.
holding a World War II med kit. As I kind of just poke my head at James, I get the feeling this place isn't caught up.
I mean, really, who dreams of using a gun? I know everyone I know dreams of fighting sword fights. So kind of makes sense to me.
I don't know. I did.
No, and you clearly haven't been to the South then. You clearly haven't been to Kentucky then.
I only lived. Well, actually, I definitely have been there. They were.
I've had one of those dreams after watching a James Bond movie.
Well,
Dun, 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 dun,
something's
da-da-da-da.
definitely weird, seeing as this spear wasn't doing this stuff before.
It's well, if I have a theory, if you will indulge me for a second. Essentially, the Dreamlands work more like lucid dreaming, except we're able to come in and out of it, if you will. You all are aware of what lucid dreaming is, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just kind of look at James and go, I hope you would know, considering you live with me. I'm going to look at them all and go, so if it's in the theory of lucid dreaming, then the reason why it's translating is that your brain may be automatically just, it's preconceiving, your mind is automatically willing it to be in English, in a language you can understand.
Oh wait,
Fluently.
I remember in dreams you got a really good memory. So I'm gonna try to remember it, am I better? Like, am I able to speak in Italian better than I was before?
No,
No. Okay.
you don't feel any extra words or anything.
Okay. Maybe not. Okay.
Usually, tricks like that for other languages only work when you actually start speaking. When you start dreaming in other languages, that usually is a sign of fluency. And some speakers, bilingual people,
Jay pulls
so
out the.
unless you've started dreaming in Italian, I don't think that's necessarily going to work.
I just remembered another thing that I couldn't read before. I pull out the Bible of Nyarlathotep.
Oh shit.
You find that book is actually
Oh.
not in your
They don't have Bibles
backpack.
here. Psh.
Why would we need a Bible when we can go speak directly to the God?
So nothing's in its place.
Cultist papers.
Correct. There's nothing there.
Bitch.
I get the feeling we just handed the Bible back to.
Actually,
very
as you pull, try to. Whoops! I accidentally muted myself. As you pull the book out, you actually, as you're grasping around for it, you hear, kind of through the nothingness that you're as you're walking down these stairs, a slight.
Well,
Oh, creepy voice, you're back! Hi, buddy, old pal, friend of ours that we really don't want to know.
how's your goal doing
How's
from the church?
Does it respond to us, prompting it?
You get nothing.
Yeah, maybe don't.
Ah,
Jaden's
fuck
gonna
you too.
Jaden's gonna try and take a look down. Is there any sign that these stairs are ending anytime soon?
You guys have been going down these stairs for about 25 minutes now. You see pretty far below, you see a light, but it's very small.
So I pull out my map of the Dreamlands.
Okay.
Do I see anything on here about a staircase?
You see. Here, let me take a look at that map real quick.
Ah, yes, I say as I seamlessly transition to the map of the Dreamlands on the stream.
You do not see any stairs. Like anything that would involve like, stairs or this is where you are.
Well,
Kind of
where
thing.
is Earth
Nothing.
on the map?
Okay.
I see the moon. I see Mars. So maybe if like we can find Earth on the map, maybe then that's where we're walking from. You know what I mean? Where is Earth? There's Saturn, Polaris, Mars, Are we? Ah, shit. Shit. I don't remember what that name is. Is that just a Space Marines thing? No. Yeah, Astarte.
Astarte. So yeah, Jay would say, "All right, so I heard. I heard that we know that we need to stop him, and we know that we apparently need to help someone get a soul to their body, and we need to find the great one or great old one who is willing to help us."
Right. So let's split up, gang, and go find Clue. No, we're never. If I swear, if one of y'all leaves this group, I will personally bitch slap you.
Yeah, that would be stupid of y'all, since I believe I'm the only one that took notes during class.
I took notes on other things.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
not the Dreamlands. All right. Well, how about we start in this
Wait,
one of the
wait, wait, wait,
safest
wait.
places
Wang.
is Serenian.
I know that place. That's where the skull was from. That's where that guy we just talked to is from.
What's Lang?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's on the
Lang.
map. I say it's, he points to it on the map.
Yeah.
Let's go there.
Oh.
If that person was any regard, maybe they can help us. Maybe they can. He talked about it being this beautiful place that was then translocated to Limbo. Is it still translocated? Is it there?
Well, first, I want to start by going to Serenian, a safe place, and speak to
Okay.
Ulthar.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
I'm just saying we should stop by Ling at some points while we're here. How How much longer do we have to walk down these stairs? Did they ever say?
And I would walk
You guys,
500.
you guys just want to skip to the end of the
Yeah,
stairs now that you've
Yeah.
figured stuff out. All right, so you guys walk for another 10 minutes, and finally you approach this light. It's you see like a glass
taking the
door.
bus.
And looking through the glass on the door, you see this. You're at the top of what looks like the door is at the top of what looks like a tree that's been carved into to have stairs going slightly more down onto a floor of lush grass, and surrounding it is a well, you can't really see much farther than that because it's just a big amount of trees, a large amount of just assortment of various different trees.
Jay looks at the map and says, "Maybe we're in the Enchanted
I mean, that
Woods."
would probably be logical. Or we're near. There's Parag has some trees, maybe near.
That's
Well, I'm saying
Parg.
this in character, so.
Oh, okay, okay.
Maybe it looks like near Lamar has some tree area. We don't really. Yeah, I mean,
Wait a second. There's music notes around. Oh wait, they aren't mapped to anything, so never mind. They're just.
there's there.
Hmm.
Well.
Yeah, they're
Right.
they're not
so.
mapped.
Enchanted Forest would probably be a good bet. I say as I'm looking for it on the map and I can't find it for some fucking reason.
Enchanted Wood. It's near
It's near the city of
Cled-
Ulthar.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I don't
but
even know where that
city of
is.
Ulthar?
It's right by Parg.
The Stony Den.
Um,
There
it's
it is.
right
I found it. Okay, I found it.
by
Yeah,
the
that would
Serenian
probably a good bet. If we
So
can go maybe.
So Ulthar is in Ulthar.
What? Ulthar is like
Ulthar is in
southeast of.
What
the
about
Enchanted
it?
Woods.
So Ulthar is in Ulthar. Ulthar, the I think he was like a great old one or an old one or a god or something.
He was a powerful elder god.
Elder god. Okay. Let's
He was known as Ulthar the Great
Well,
Warrior.
we probably.
Okay.
Does anyone have a compass on them by chance? I mean, it's a hefty task, but she probably should have brought one.
I'm gonna look at them and go, well, if all of those theories fail, we can always assume the worst and assume we're in the Gardens of
I have
Yen.
no idea what that's supposed to mean, but yes.
the Gardens
Oh,
of Yin
wonderful.
are a dangerous place, but stay away from there and the Stony Desert. But my phone did have a compass app. Is there a compass in my backpack?
There is not a compass in your backpack.
Okay.
Well,
I've got it.
given the idea here, that we're dealing with something that works on a celestial, and I say celestial as in a planetarial system, I would assume, and I'm gonna kind of look up and look at do I see all the different,
Through the glass door?
Oh, we haven't walked in yet, have we?
You haven't walked it through.
I can
Hold
go
on.
look at
Wait,
it.
wait.
Yep,
don't
no.
don't open that. Check.
I'm
Wait.
just gonna look back at them, not
No.
opening the door. I'm just gonna look back at him and go, nah.
No. I think I know where he's going
No,
for. Yeah.
I had an idea. Check. What if you open the door while imagining that the door leads to
Exactly.
Ulthar?
You and me were thinking the same thing there. Hey.
Great minds.
I don't know if either of us are, but
Is it really a great mind?
Well, I'm sure stupid
Yep,
minds
there it
also
is.
think alike sometimes.
It's better for us in this scenario, isn't it?
So
I'm
Jack,
gonna just look at Jaden and go, and birds of a feather flock together.
why not
Exactly.
try?
So imagine them to be leading to Ulthar.
The door. Yeah.
I mean, I guess we can try it. And I am going to imagine that I am opening the door to Ulthar.
Ulthar the god or Ulthar the town?
The god. Why
Hmm.
not?
I think
up,
the
put
town
up.
would be easier.
Let's go with the town for now. Let's at least get ourselves in
Why
the
not
world.
both at once?
Because we don't know what.
And I'm just
Yeah,
making.
it's
I'm
easier
saying
to
both at
imagine a
once,
town.
not like yes. I was making shit jokes.
Okay, you open up the door?
I'm the town.
You're gonna open up the door?
I'm gonna open the door.
Alright. You open up the door, thinking of Ulthar, thinking of whatever this town might look like. And
Ow.
as you open up the door, you feel this warm breeze flow through, and you hear the sounds of the woods. You hear the sounds of creatures like insects and other such things. And it opens up to the exact same thing that you see when you were looking through the door.
Yeah, it was.
Worth a shot.
Well, okay, so no one has a compass. We have no way of telling direction because we don't actually have a sun to go by. Can anyone see Polaris?
Looking up at the sky, you see it is daytime,
Oh,
and you do see a
shit.
sun.
Can we? Is it right? Is it?
I don't know why
Okay,
you thought there
question.
was no sun.
Is it like still rising? Is it at peak or is it going down?
Well,
Mm,
we don't know if the sun works the same
No, we
way as
don't.
in
But
the
it's our
real
best
world.
shot.
Well, if we get it wrong, we could end up in
Well, we either
somewhere
end
that's going
up
to
if we're
kill
in the
us.
Enchanted Wood, we either end up in Thran or we end up in Ulthar.
Also, the stony desert. If we're in the enchanted wood, if we go the wrong way, we
That is
will end
also
up in the
true.
stony desert, which is one of the places. Literally, one
Says
of my
don't.
notes from the lecture: stay away
In the
from the
stony
gardens
desert.
of Yin
Yeah.
and the
Well,
stony
still.
desert.
I remember that part. Something about death.
Right. He's still gonna look up, and is the sun like rising, setting, peak?
From the little time that you can look up and look at the sun, you can't really get a tell as if it's rising or setting.
Currently, there's a crescent sun
What?
out, so
Okay, so that's not gonna help us. He's gonna look around. Is there anything we see?
Do I see the map?
I mean,
I am
yeah, you
holding it
can see the
open.
map.
Yeah.
Do I remember them mentioning where the skull was from?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Do
I
you?
was telling.
It's
I
up to
literally
you.
said, "Let's go to Lang." That's
That's
where the skull was from.
I'm gonna look at him and go, why didn't we go to Lang?
That's what. Well, because
What's the difference?
yeah.
It didn't work anyway. Plus, we don't know if anyone's in Lang, and we also know that there are people in Ulthar, and specifically in Eldegard that perhaps we could talk to, learn some stuff.
Well, I am going. Which way is the wind
Oh
blowing?
gosh, no.
It's blowing
The wind of change.
from the left of you towards the right, towards your right, towards like, yeah, towards your right.
I
do-
am.
You're in a bit of a clearing, and there are four paths. When you as you guys walk through the door, there are four paths at the bottom of this tree that these carved in stairs are from, and one is going directly forward, like if you just walk down the stairs and just keep walking the same direction. And one is going to the right, one is going to the left, and as you look around on the other side of the tree, there's another path that goes directly behind. And upon closer inspection, as you're looking to see what direction the wind is blowing, you do see a knocked over. It's knocked over. It looks like it might have fallen off. Sign on the ground. It looks to be like a old-fashioned kind of like made out of wood
Can we walk
street
over?
sign.
I'm
Alright.
gonna kind of like walk
Okay.
over and kind of like start trying to
Yeah.
pick it up
Uh-huh.
and set it
Where,
back
like, in-
up.
There are nails in the center of this like of this section that looked like it was nailed onto the top, like as a
Yeah, so
header
correspond
kind
the
of like.
nails back to the nail holes to get it pointing to the right direction.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And directly in front of you, it says Mount
Yeah, no.
Siorak. To your left, it says Thrawn. To your right, it says Ulthar. And then, after kind of moving around a little bit to the back, you see it says Mount Hothag Claw.
Oh, yeah, that can easily let me find like which way we're facing and
Yeah,
how
we're
close to
pretty close.
Ulthar we are. So, yeah,
It doesn't have any.
Well, yeah,
it
but
doesn't have any distances
we're
on
in
it. It
the
just
Enchanted
has
Forest
names.
for sure.
But
I would like to go ahead and focus in on what I can hear right now.
okay, make a listen roll.
Wow,
Okay.
I managed to fail.
You hear the wind blowing. You hear insects buzzing and calling, and you hear birds. making like you hear what you think are birds. They're like kind of making like different noises than you would normally hear in of birds, but you kind of can like hear that like musical notes that birds usually have. Um, alongside, you kind of hear this slight creaking noise,
Oh.
Huh.
have you guys ever heard the audio clips that scientists have of like land
Yes,
masses
the
moving?
tectonic plates.
Yeah,
Yes.
like tectonic plates moving.
Oh,
That's what it
wow.
kind of sounds like.
All right. Well, Jay is going to go ahead and begin humming a tune for everything to ignore us.
Make a power roll.
Okay. Hard success.
Okay.
And Jay would begin moving in the direction that it points towards Ulthar,
All right.
while keeping his map out.
All right. And now you guys are heading to Ulthar. Let's take like a 5-minute
Alrighty.
break.
Shoot, that means I
All
gotta
right.
do a transition. Don't worry, guys, it's gonna be absolutely seamless. Look at that. Boom, seamless.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in 5 or 10. Out to the shrink.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us. Be aware that this is an adult stream. Viewer discretion is advised for harsh language and touchy subjects.
Alright.
But in all other news, welcome back to the Dreamer's Journey.
You realize that they can hear you that time, Chaz. It's not just like when you're doing me.
Yep. Oh, I knew.
Oh, I know. I think we have that. Like, I think it's become that that Critical Role tradition where they all cuss at Matt Mercer. We all kind of just cuss and say things at the person that's having to do do the announcements this time.
We don't
I
even
had to
cuss. We just make
apologize for
random
the
noises.
ASMR you just did.
Like, we're just
I had to
trying to
apologize.
shut others up.
Yeah, we definitely we apologize for the
Yeah,
unexpected
I just typed that in chat.
ASMR. We
Mhm.
know you guys didn't want it.
We
but-
didn't want it either.
Hey.
So if that's any consolation to y'all, we are scared for our lives now.
So as you guys enter the Dreamlands and
We
walk down
Jake,
this
I will
path.
big slap you.
Okay. Um, you're walking down this path, and do you guys want to do anything while you walk down, or just walk down the path?
I am going to do a sexy mating call dance. What do you expect us to do?
I'm continuing my humming to keep us hidden, hopefully.
Jaden is going to actually take a look around at the flora and the fauna, and if there's any wildlife, sort of look at that. Sort of see what the differences are between the real world, if there are any. What makes this forest enchanted?
Excuse me.
You don't see any fauna, but you do see flora everywhere. Doesn't look terribly different.
They should start calling it the forest.
It's the enchanted
But-
forest. Close enough.
But as you guys are walking through the woods, the sun is setting, and so as you're walking about an hour and a half in, it's getting dark,
Are we very close?
and you're still in the woods. You don't hear anything that would indicate a town, or it doesn't look like you're near a town.
Okay, so it's getting dark here. Do we stop or do we just keep going and hope we're gonna get to a town at some point? Cause I'm not tired. I don't know about y'all.
Well, yeah, I mean, you probably are tired. Just a little bit, because it was almost nighttime when you guys first fell asleep to enter the Dreamlands, and now it's coming
I'm
nighttime
not
as well
overly
here.
tired. I can keep going. It might be good to stop though, just for the night. How does time move? How does time work between the two worlds here, guys? Does anyone know?
No. Never
Neither
been
have
here.
Hi, first time
Could we get like a
traveler.
little tourist lanyard?
Could everybody make a dreaming roll for me?
I absolutely
won't, 'cause fuck
can.
you. Just give me a second to make a dreaming roll. Jack Nathos has failed. Jay
I
has
regret my
failed.
decision.
I have to remember where dreaming is on my sheet. I have failed. Everyone
is
has
under the
failed.
language.
All right. Okay.
Oh, come on, I was 3 off!
Okay.
I do
Carry on then.
apologize to the stream. I apparently had alt tabbed under the wrong setting. Whoopsies. There we go. That's fixed. I'm sorry. Yeah, does anyone know how time passes here? So no one knows that. Can we get little tourist lanyards? Maybe get like a tour guide or something? He just is making shit jokes at this point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slowly just trying to imagine a tour.
Yeah, you're just starting to get a headache now.
Oh, tried that,
I
didn't
didn't
work.
actually mean it.
Oh.
Okay. So, do we just keep going then?
Well, what else is there
Sleep,
to
I guess.
do?
Do we dream in dreams?
So I do have a question that I guess
What level
we
of
should have all
deception can we
thought to
go?
ask. How do we
Wake
get
up.
back?
Yeah.
That's how we got back before.
And if we go to sleep, so if we go to sleep, walk down the staircase, wake back up, go back to sleep, do we go back to where we started from, or do we go back to where we left?
We'll have to find out when we get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, to be honest, I haven't the foggiest. Or the dreamiest, I guess.
I guess if we were in class, we would know these
Well,
kinds of things.
if we actually
wouldn't we?
paid
I paid attention in class, and
Hey, look
no,
at
they
that.
didn't tell us.
And also, you should know I never pay attention most classes unless it's medical.
Again, that still slightly concerns me when it comes to someone that's trying to be a medical doctor. Remind me
don't
not to
worry, I'll
let
just
you be
revive
my
you from the
doctor.
dead.
Jaden's
Jack's
gonna.
just gonna give him this side eye
He just
of
laughs.
scaring me.
Chaz, Jaden wants to take a look closer into the forest.
Don't worry.
Really, he's looking to see. Really, he's looking to see if there's anything that's watching us, mainly based on that voice from earlier.
You don't
Do
feel
I see-
anything. You don't see anything.
Nothing at all.
No.
And as Jack
All
looks
right.
at James, he just laughs and says, "Don't worry, I'm not going to kill you to bring you back. I'll only bring you back if you die before or after, you know. I'm not a monster, fully."
Jackson go, all right then, I'm gonna step over here to the one that doesn't seem crazy at the moment.
I don't know if you can step
But I'm
away
gonna
from yourself,
kind of
though.
just hold close to Jaden, going, I'm gonna stick over here with you while
Jack,
he's
I don't know.
scaring me.
Jaden, actually, could you make
Oh.
a spot hidden roll? Actually,
Did you say a
What?
swim roll? Nah, I'm joking. No!
okay.
You know what? No, I kind of want to push that. I imagine that Jaden is in unfamiliar territory. I imagine that he's really on edge, just because of the fact that, everything, and he's probably got it, like, still fresh in his mind that we brought someone back to life from Limbo. We're now in their
Limbo,
homeland, they were
Dreamland.
crushed before his head. No, I know, but he was from Limbo.
From laying.
He was originally from the Dreamlands, but we got him from Limbo. So I would like to push that if it's okay with you.
Hmm. I'll allow it.
Allow it.
Hard success.
Okay. You're looking out, trying to see if you notice any kind of anything watching you, and you feel you don't feel anything watching you, but as you look out there, in you can kind of like you see shapes, but like moving around in the forest, but you don't know if they're watching you. You don't know if they're just
Frolicking
you know
little creatures.
forest fauna, or but you
Let's
don't
go
really
and
feel
find
like
out.
anything's watching you.
I'm gonna tap on the nearest person's shoulder, which I'm assuming is Jack.
Yep, he's like holding your hand at this moment.
It's kind of gay.
I
not gonna
rip my
lie.
hand away. I ain't like that. No, but jokes aside,
That's
He's
just
gonna-
how close he is, he's practically holding your hand.
I'm gonna poke him on the shoulder, and I'm gonna raise a finger to my lips, and I'm gonna point towards the dancing shadows.
You're gonna raise a finger to your lips and say, "Kiss me, you fool."
That in
Jack's
what
just
way?
gonna grip him by his cheeks and just
Oh
go in.
boy.
No.
Okay.
No. Raise a finger to his lips like shush.
shut.
Jack's just gonna bring his fingers across his lips like he's zipping his mouth shut.
I'm
just
continuing to hum.
look, just mess around and mess with people.
Okay.
This is fun.
I'm going to look and see what he's pointing at.
Make a spot hidden.
Yay!
With a
Advantage.
bonus. With a bonus.
You
Okay,
need to
so
roll a
roll
one or
another
s-
d10.
No, you can click on the bonus.
Oh, that's right. Bonus. Bonus. 1.
What's he gonna get?
Submit. Bonus.
Oh,
Submit.
show. It's a 7. He doesn't get anything.
So that is still a failure.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I look at.
You look out the woods and you don't really see anything. You don't know what he's pointing at.
Do I see
I'm just-
anything where he's
I'm
pointing?
just gonna shrug.
Are you noticing this?
I would try to.
Make a spot hidden.
All right. Nah, I don't see much.
No.
I just continue humming.
Damn, I ain't seen shit.
As you guys are like Jay, as you're walking and humming,
Yeah.
you know it's
Still
been
I've got my spear in my hand.
it's been like an hour and a half of you doing this, and you're burning up, like that hot feeling inside of you that started when you started singing this and humming this. It's just gotten more and more intense, and while it doesn't, you know, you can feel it like it's like trying to like come out of your mouth and push out, but the mask is stopping it. It is like you are burning up still.
I would kind of sing talk, say, "What are you looking at? I'm kind of running out of juice here."
There's shadows in
That's
the
how
woods
light
over there.
works, yes.
No, there's a lot of them, and they're moving. I think they're living.
Do I hear anything from the woods?
Look to see
Make
if
a
I
listen.
see anything like that?
Yeah, you make a spot hidden.
Fuck.
Oh, that's-
I'm definitely going
Wait,
to
you can't
push
a
it.
critical failure,
How?
can you?
I am going. You
I
can't.
thought that was a rule.
Actually, yeah, that's true. You can't. Good on
Holy
you
shit,
for
I'm
remembering the
sorry.
rules.
Oh, you.
I also failed.
Yeah, no, critical
I
failures you
remember that
cannot
because I
push.
got a critical
Oh.
failure at a very, very important time, and I couldn't push it.
Good.
Yeah,
And
you
so
don't you don't really hear anything in the woods, besides, you know, woods
yes.
noises, you know, birds, like the musical notes of birds, the insects, the leaves on your feet
Yes,
on
the
this
woods here
path.
are made of woods.
It's James, you just see trees, plants.
All right. Well, Jay is getting very tired of humming, so he
I
is
don't
going to
see
drop his
anything.
tune.
Do you guys?
Yeah. And it is now getting much darker. And looking up, you see the moon is in the sky, but huge, much larger than the moon that you see in on Earth.
Oh,
It looks like the
okay.
same moon, but it's like 3 times as big. And off to the side, you see much bigger than normal a large red-looking celestial
so
body.
I'm assuming that's Mars. Right? I mean, that's what we're all kind of thinking, right?
I mean,
Wasn't there
maybe.
I would assume.
And, the trees kind of block the rest of the sky, so all you see is just a bunch of stars.
So can we all kind of just make a small agreement, get to town, and then we'll.
Yeah, rest there. Sounds good. I don't see anything, so it might be
Jaden's
just
gonna.
like you be going crazy, Jaden.
Maybe it's
Imagination
just
of
my
nerves.
eyes. I can't see.
Is my chest
Oh,
feeling
shut
a
up.
bit better now that I've stopped humming?
Yeah, it's starting to die down. It's still hot, but not as like intense, and you feel it instead of building.
Jade, I mean, we're all
It's
nervous
now
here.
waning.
This is a very
Okay.
strange place to be in. I'm not saying you're the only one.
I swear to you, there's shadows in the woods. I don't.
Okay,
They're right
I'll take
over
one more
there.
Look.
Hey,
No.
Jaden.
No.
We're not saying we're not
We're just saying we don't see it.
disbelieving you, okay? We it's not
This
that
is
we
we
don't
don't believe
believe
it,
you, okay? Just don't see it. But here's the thing. What are we gonna do about it?
Jaden's
Go
not
charging
taking his
into
eyes off.
it with our swords and bows and arrows and try to kill it? Or
Jaden's
are we
not
going
taking
to-
his eyes
it's
off the
not
shadows.
bothering us? It's just watching us at the worst case scenario. We just head on to town. When we get to town, we go back to the waking world.
Jaden's not taking his eyes
do we
off
stay?
these
Do we wake
shadows.
up back here where we left? Last time we...
Who knows?
But I would rather us be in somewhere that's, and he's gonna do the full-on air quote safe, rather than being in the middle of the enchanted forest. If we do come back to where we left,
Jay would say, how about we pick up the pace
Yeah, sounds good to me.
and keep an eye out?
All right. Let me see.
No.
Could Jay and Jaden? Actually, yes,
Oh.
all of you make Constitution rolls for me.
Oh no.
I knew it! They're evil!
Constitution.
Are we all failing?
Yep.
Oh!
Everyone except for
Nice.
Jaden failed because he's the one watching them.
All right. So
Jaden-
the three of you, as you guys are talking, you all feel pricks on the back of your neck.
Ah.
And as you do, like as you reach back, you feel something stuck in your neck. You pull it out, and it looks like a dart of sorts, and it seems to be dripping with some kind of liquid. And as you look at it, your brain feels fuzzy, and you just
It's poison.
vision going black. You just fall to the ground.
Donk.
Jaden, you feel you feel the same prick as well, but you feel it just very barely, and you go to reach and pull, and you feel it not on your neck, but on your your shoulder blade. And you pull it out, and it's like just barely tapped. You had to go. It didn't manage to get through your clothing.
Shit. Do I see that my companions are passing the fuck out?
Yes. You feel their heartbeats, and they're still alive, but you just you get the sense that they're just unconscious.
Shit.
you can see that Jack was reaching for it. When Jack fell, he was reaching for a sword.
Jaden's gonna check. Is he close to passing out? And he's going to check something as soon as he confirms that. Or he's gonna do something as soon as he confirms that.
Go ahead and actually, as while you're doing that, don't yeah, you don't feel really anything.
As soon as that happens, Jaden limbo switches.
He's just leaving us for dead.
Okay.
And then...
The bastard.
Deserts
No.
us.
No. After Jaden gets to limbo, he activates his special eyes to view into the regular world again. So he can keep an eye on them and see, hopefully, what attacked them.
Okay.
While being hidden
You do
himself.
so, and when you go before you manage to move your eyes, you see you're standing on on the outskirts of this ruined area of buildings, with a path of sorts in front of you, amongst the what used to be just all sandy stuff. And the tower that you've seen off in the distance is a lot closer than before. And then you move your eyes to see the rest of the party. You see a large group of large, about the size of like a Doberman, rat-looking creatures with
Shit.
like 10 or so eyes on their
Rodents have
their
unusual size.
face, and like weird tentacle appendages on their where their mouth should be.
Ah, so this
Um,
is how we all die.
They all come
Ooh,
forward,
that's
and there's
fucking-
about 20 of them, all wielding tiny little like primitive spears, or a couple of them have large rocks, and some of them have blow pipes as well. Gather up your unconscious compatriots and drag them into a nearby tree and tie them up.
Okay, they just tie them up.
using
They're
some of
not
their
dragging them
huge
anywhere.
bridges.
They tie them up to a tree, and then they just all like kind of. It looks like they're making camp right around this tree.
Shit. And I can't. I have to leave Limbo in the same spot I entered, don't I?
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Jaden's gonna wait for a bit. Not long enough to where Gorilla Creature can get a read on him, but just wait for a little bit, for a couple of minutes,
Okay.
to see if there's any change in their behavior, if they're doing anything.
No really change.
Do you get stuck with gorilla creatures? with this
Jaden's
thing?
gonna.
About like 5-6 minutes into it, you see your friends being, as they're like, they're tied up, they kind of stir and shake their heads around, and you guys become conscious, and you wake up and you find that all your weapons are off of you.
Oh.
Jay, your mask and helmet and everything is not with you, and you are like sitting down back to a tree, tied up pretty tight, like you can't move your arms. And crowding around, Jaden is nowhere to be seen, and crowded all around you are these large dog-sized rodent-like creatures with tentacles swirling constantly around their face, and about 8 or 9 eyes on their forehead.
So are their eyes clouded?
No, they're
Oh,
beady and
fuck.
black.
Guys.
Okay. Jay would say, what do you want?
As you speak, a couple of them rush forward with spears in hand.
Jack has not opened his eyes. He's conscious, but he has not opened his eyes, and he is.
Chaz, while these things are distracted by.
Not all of them are distracted.
Well, a good number of them are
Yeah, a
distracted.
good number of them are distracted. but not
Once you know I have a good. Once I think I have a good position. To where they're not looking at me, I would like to phase out of limbo, like in the Spider-Man crouch position with a finger to my lips, like shh.
Make a stealth roll.
Do I
Okay.
see? Can I see if I see him or hear him?
You can see him.
Okay.
You can see him. The other two are tied in such a way that they're not facing the path anymore.
Success!
Yeah, we can't understand you.
So yeah, Jay would say, if you don't, while looking right at you, he would say, if you don't want me talking, maybe you should have left my mask on.
Jaden's
They
gonna
they
sort of
they aren't really making any kind of knowledge that they understand what you're saying. They're still coming closer. Now the point of one of their spears
Hey,
is
fucko.
on your throat. As you start talking, a couple more come over with their spears and start shouting at you
I know.
with their spears pointed at you as well.
Hey, Chaz, can I do something?
Yes. Well, you can try to do something.
I'm gonna kind of like crack an eye open, and I'm gonna start imagining that their spears are big, spaghetti, wet,
Hell yeah.
cooked spaghetti noodles,
Make a
in
power
Jaden-
roll.
and the rope is also a spaghetti noodle.
Make a power roll.
And Jaden's gonna slink to a better hiding position.
Yes.
Okay. So as you're imagining, you feel this kind of you feel this. What's the word?
Energy?
These hands, like in you don't see any hands, but they feel to you like on your chest. They come over to your chest and like somebody's hugging you from behind, kind of thing.
Okay.
There you don't see it. Looking down slightly, you don't see any hands, but you feel them, and you hear a woman's voice like like whispering right into your ear. No, no, no. And some of the spears that you see around you, you watch as they kind of flash slightly, and now a couple of them are holding large, and I mean large, rose petals. But your rope stays the same, and you see that some of their spears didn't change.
Well then.
And as this is all happening, with them all yelling at you and you doing this, a hush goes over all of these creatures, and a couple of them in front of you, Jay. A couple of them step aside, and it looks like they're
It's the fucking
bowing slightly.
Ewoks.
And you see a gray furred, hunched over creature on like its back two legs, leaning on a small stick, half of its eyes milky and cloudy, like cloudy as in like cataracts. Steps forward and it looks at you.
At me?
Yeah. Zug. Forest are
We
home.
leave.
Why you he stops, kind of looking up, and it's very human, like this gesture he's making here, like a what's the word kind of
Here?
gesture.
Here.
Angry?
Good one.
Trespass.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
We don't.
James and Jack, you guys don't see anything, but you hear some kind of like voice behind you guys speaking. You can hear the age in the voice, speaking in broken,
We
very broken
don't
English.
Want trouble. We want leave to town.
Chili's.
Jaden's gonna get a look at their sort of layout of them. How are they like sort of spread out about this camp?
There are 3 of these creatures watching each of them, and the rest are circled out, like looking out, watching the outside perimeters.
Okay, so this is no bueno.
But you don't think any of them have noticed you yet. But okay,
Hopefully not.
okay, so James has said something to this
Jay?
voice that he hears. But Jay, do you say anything to this creature talking to you?
Jay would say, "We are going to Ulthar. We don't
As soon
want
as
to
you
be
as
in the
soon as
forest."
you bring up the name Ulthar, a whole bunch of these creatures turn around, like from looking out, and immediately raise their weapons at you.
Jack is
The-
gonna kind of like in the back of his
The
head
older
go,
one like raises his hand, and they all lower their weapons, but don't stop looking at you. Sorry, Jack, continue.
Jack's just gonna kind of be sitting there going. Jack's gonna one. Did I recognize the voice?
It sounded familiar, but you can't at the moment quite place where it came from, or like who it came from, but it did sound slightly familiar.
Mm, Jack is gonna
Jay
risk
just
it.
goes quiet when they raise their weapons again.
Let
Do I bluff him? Do I not?
Let
Do I bluff him? Do
go.
I not?
The old one starts talking again. We have not seen an outsider many cycles. What bring here?
We come in peace via a portal.
I'm gonna get what are you eating?
Chili's.
What?
Chili's.
They said Joe's.
Okay then. Okay.
Okay.
That was my brother.
Alrighty then.
Okay.
We come via portal.
Who you? And this old one walks around and points at you as he
Who's
says,
you, me?
"This." Yes,
I
the one who's
am
answering.
called James. What are you called?
Okay.
I Zokoko.
And you said
Say
that
that again.
you said that the
Sokoko.
Sobkoko.
you said that this thing has gray eyes.
It's got like milky eyes, milky looking eyes. Like you being a human being, you would recognize these eyes as like this guy is
Cataracts.
old.
Okay.
Sokoko.
Yeah.
Well met. We come in peace.
He waves his like the claw, the paw that is not holding onto the stick for support waves at the weapons that they have taken from you. Not what I
Those
see.
help protect in case bad things try and hurt. We, just like you, trying to survive.
Like you.
Actually, while this is
Yeah.
happening,
Watching.
Jaden, what are you doing?
Like a bitch.
I'm not gonna lie, there's not much I can do other than watch. Like, I'd cut you down, but they have like 9 guys
True, we
all
don't
staring
have
at your
weapons.
booty cheeks.
Oh,
Oh, wait. The dart from my shoulder.
Yeah.
I would like to take a look at it. Does it fit into my blowgun?
It does.
Noted.
Um,
Gonna sit on that information.
I would like to try to charm Zakolka.
Without the mask? Okay.
No, charm, not use my magic.
Okay. Okay. How? What are you gonna do?
Jay would say,
my charm actually as well.
look, we're just like you. We have weapons
That's exactly
only
what I
to
just said,
protect
punk.
ourselves. We are. Well, okay.
Yeah,
But I'd say it's better.
because you said that, could you actually make a persuasion roll,
Oh shit.
James?
Do we have persuasion?
Yeah, maybe you should
Or
have
is it just
stayed
charm?
quiet, huh?
What the fuck
It's
is it? Oh,
persuasion.
persuade.
Oh, okay.
Now we know
Do
why
we get
Jack
a-
has
do we get a
stayed
bonus
quiet.
because we've all been, shipping in. Worth a shot.
No. Zakolko kind of looks at you as you said this. I no like false speaker.
I tell truth. We come in peace. Weapons are only to protect. We simply seek sanctuary.
As you say this, Sokoko is moving along to look and see, because there's now a little commotion over by Jack, due to their spears are now giant flower petals. As soon as Sokoko turns like moves over to where he can see this, you see like a bunch of the eyes on his head, the ones that are not milky and cloudy, widen. He turns over to you. Are you dreamer? He asks all of you.
Can I psychology check that? I want to try to read. I want to try.
What are you doing? You can't just say you want to roll. What are you doing?
Feels about dreamers, if they're good or bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay.
I mean,
I
can I
succeeded.
also try?
Yeah, go for it.
Woo! Can you roll for me, Chad?
Oh, yes. You psychology. Okay.
But hey,
Yeah,
we had
you
two
did not
successes,
succeed.
So hey, and one hard success.
Okay.
But James and Jack, you hear this. You hear the way he says this, and it is just all what you can get from it. It is James is he is surprised. He's like very surprised, and Jack, you can hear kind of a more than surprise. You hear awe,
Yes, we are.
like AWE.
Yes, we are dreamers. How we got here via stair or portal.
Zakoko looks at the other Zoog, and makes motions to you guys, and a couple of them rush forward and cut all your ropes. And Zakoko looks at you and takes as much as he can, being an old and frail Zoog. Takes a bow. Sorry. We not see dreamers many cycles. Forgot thought extinct.
Jay would say, why do you all react that way when? Why did you all react that way when I said Ulthar?
As you say Ulthar, a bunch of them, despite what Zogoko has said, rush forward to you and with their spears fully at the ready.
Town nut
We are the
god,
knights
town
of
nut god, town nut god.
James returns the bow to Zolthar and just.
They the Zug that have come forward when you said Ulthar have like heavy malice and anger in their eyes whenever you
Like I
mention
said,
Ulthar.
James returns the bow and just says, we accept you are well met. Can you help guide us?
Well, does he respond to me? To my question?
He comes over to you. We new war against Ulthar.
Why? What happened?
Cats no like Zug.
Oh my god.
Boo!
What, boo?
It's cats versus mice.
I mean, this is literally the lore of
Like,
the
actually?
Dreamlands.
Wow.
So,
Boo to the cats,
I
man.
was joking when I
like
said we need
cats.
a big pussy cat.
Ah.
Boo to the
Shit,
cats, man. Dogs for the win.
Zukoko points over in Jaden's direction. Get friend out here.
Yeah, Jaden, you heard him. Please.
God fucking damn it.
Jaden's gonna come out from behind the tree.
Yeah, sorry
weren't
that
really
he
that
rolled
stealthy,
higher on
man.
spot hidden.
No, you
I
weren't.
was stealthy as hell. Stealthier than you were when you
weren't trying to
got
be stealthy.
nailed in the neck.
I guess Jack's gonna stop playing, being asleep at this point, and just kind of like stand up, going, "Oh, if he happens to come out, I guess I
Well,
should too."
Are you coming out of the closet already, or is it just, you know?
I mean, I'm not faking being asleep anymore. But Jack's response is a little delayed on that.
It's funny because he's a kid.
That is, I'm
uh,
not faking being asleep anymore,
Sure
jackass.
it was.
Jaden, as you come out of hiding, some of the Zug with the blowguns rush forward, kind of looking at you, and one of them holds up their paw.
I hand him his poisoned blowgun dart.
The Zug looks at it, puts
Needle
three more of
down
the
in the
same dart, and holds his paw up.
I shake his hand.
What?
He's handing you
I don't
darts,
get
I
what
think.
he's trying to say.
I shake his hand.
Okay. I take
Okay, you shake his hand, and your hand gets impaled by four of these darts.
Okay, now that I know what you mean, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Alright. I take the darts from him and I say, thank you?
Can someone translate?
I'm gonna look at the elder one and go, "Elder, could you please?" I'm gonna kind of just gesture at him, at Jaden and the one that's talking to him.
Zakoko looks over. We and he puts down the stick into the ground and lifts up both hands, kind of like shaking, his whole body shaking without the stick. Holds it up in a gesture that is akin to a person holding their holding both hands over water to pull it up in their hand. Forgiveness for us to you.
You're
Yeah,
already
we
forgiven.
forgive.
Speak for yourself. I want
I'm
reparations.
suing.
No, I'm joking. I'm
You're
joking.
suing
Are
the
you suing the
entire race of the
Dreamlands?
Zoog. Oh man, wait until you see what a Dreamlands
no.
lawyer looks like.
We're going to pull out our greatest attorney at law, Ezekiel Gerard, attorney
Oh
at
yeah,
law.
Ezekiel Gerard, who was born in like the 1900 or the 1903 or something. And
We don't
it's
know
now
how this
2010.
can. We don't know how
I'm
this
actually
world
getting Ace
works.
Ventura.
It's possible.
Pet detect.
Too bad Ace Ventura fucking sucks. Okay. You're free to. What are you guys doing?
Can you help guide us?
The Zakoko puts his hand back on puts his paws back on the stick and shakes his head.
Did you
We Zug no leave forest.
could you help us move through the forest without or could you help us move through the forest without getting attacked by someone else?
Only Zug in forest.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
They
these
know how.
Peace
They know
or safe passage.
harm you. n- No. No. n-
No more.
Yes.
Jay would put on his mask and begin singing and say, "Do you understand me better now?"
Do you
While
understand me
singing.
better? Hello, Zoog.
Zakoko looks at you and takes a bow.
Oh,
In the same broken English. Elder one.
did he just mistake me for an elder god?
That or an older person, one of the two.
Jay would say,
You're an old fart.
Jay
And
would
I'm
say,
Bad.
what do you mean?
You. Well. Elder tongue.
elder
Oh.
tongues. Okay.
Sneaky.
Gotcha. Jay would say, ah. Can you speak elder tongue?
No. Zoog speak Zoog.
I was literally just about to say that. Zug. Only know Zug.
Ah,
And English.
a little bit.
But
Jay
Jack's
would.
gonna kind of look up at Jay and go, "You're the source.
Close enough.
Encyclopedia,
What about
dictionary, possibly."
Jay would pull out the books. Do I have a English
English to
dictionary?
Zoog translation?
English to Zug dictionary. You have it's an encyclopedia. And now that you're not in the darkness of the stairwell, you see it does actually say Encyclopedia of the Dreamlands.
Oh. I guess I'm going to think
Oh.
about Zoog and open the book.
Okay. To a random page.
Just a random
Stand
page. See what
wheel.
happens.
You open it up and it comes to it comes to the letter K, and it just says, and like the first thing that you see when you open it up is Karakal.
That's ominous. Okay. Yeah, I will go ahead and dog-ear that page, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go to the index and search for Zug.
Okay. You go to the index, and you find it under Z, or Zug,
Uh huh.
near the back of the book.
Yeah, I flip to that page and see if there's anything about the language.
It says that the Zug, it reads the Zug speak their own language. One that over the years, a non-Zug can learn the language. But most Zug stick to speaking Zug.
Zooks.
Occasionally, there will be some who vaguely learn the language of others. Of other races, or if it's like towards if they trade with nearby towns, they'll
they
attempt
trade
to
with
learn
rivers
English,
or
but
what?
mostly they just speak Zug.
Jay would say, where do you guys trade? Do you trade with anyone?
Um, our tribe trade with, and he seems to like be very, very like less broken English with this sentence. Trade with Hafez.
Hafez. Let me look for that. Oh, I see that. Right? Is that it? Yeah. Hatheg. Or am I misreading that because it's so
Hafez.
small?
I actually can't tell. It is pretty small. I might have said it wrong. It might be a theg.
Well,
Hey,
anyway,
it's small.
so that's what I am seeing. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I would say
Over
to
by
him,
Mount Larion.
I would say to him, are they nice people over there?
They trade well. Oh, they're like
Human.
us. Do they accept outsiders?
Will they will we run into any problems if we go there?
He all of them, as soon as you say this, like they all understand the word danger, and they all nod and kind of bow their heads.
Then why do you trade with them if they're dangerous?
They could
The only ones talk to us.
Do they accept
Ah,
outsiders?
Okay.
He looks
Doesn't
at
sound like it.
Zakoko looks at you and just nods and looks back at like just the rest of you as a whole. Black King army up in Hatheg.
Is he? Yeah, it's
Who's the Black King?
The
Wait.
Black-
All of them kind of shy away from you guys, like they're afraid of the name.
Is that so? I read up about all of the. Do I recognize that name?
You vaguely recognize it. Jack recognizes the name a lot more because he's heard his name in his because Jack has like done extensive studies.
Yeah.
It is one of the names of Nyarlathotep.
Ah.
One of his 1,000 names is the
Ew,
Black King
gross.
or the
Okay.
Black Pharaoh.
I see. Oh fuck.
I'm gonna
Okay.
kind of just look at Jay and make sure that he knows.
Yeah.
Black King is Nehem.
Nahem?
Buddy.
Yeah, not a good place to go.
Okay,
Not a good
can
place to
you
go.
Point us towards. Shit, let me look at the map. No.
Oh, fuck.
We're not gonna.
So.
We're not
No,
gonna
Jay
say that
would say
name.
to
We
them.
can just say
Jay
very
would say to
close
them.
town, right? Can you point us towards Nur? It's literally right across the bridge
Why?
from Ulthar.
It's also really close to Hot
Well,
Bag.
yeah, but like, you know, it's closer enough. We don't want to say the actual name Ulthar because they get pissed off at us for that.
Could you point us in the direction of the town that begins with
Point us in the direction
O
of the
and ends
town
with
which shall
Thar?
not be spoken.
But they just say Zakoko just towns that way and just points
Okay.
down the same path you guys were going.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Uh,
probably
I'll
guessed
just make sure
that.
we
Jay,
don't get,
yeah,
like,
Jay would say to
disoriented.
them. Jay would say to them, be very careful.
Be very, very careful.
No. Hey. Be careful with the Black King's army. They are planning something weird.
Oh, we help trade for weird.
In case.
Black
Black
King,
King bad, Black King
not
good. Ooh.
good. Be careful.
So Jay would pick up his stuff and begin moving back on the path.
Okay.
I will. Jack would kind of like bow to the elder. Go. We
Thank
We leave
you.
now. Thank you. Good life.
Take
May
care.
you live a long life. Live long and prosper.
Zakoko, as you guys are leaving, takes a slight bow, as much as he can, holding the stick again. Takes a bow. Good luck to you.
Thank
Five.
you.
And as you turn around to
He's gone.
say something to him after that, they're all gone.
Wait, there's 4 of us.
Wait a minute, hold up.
I immediately kind of just look.
What the fuck?
Guys?
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's 4 of
1, 2,
us.
3, 4.
And with that, we're going to end the session.
Who's the 5th person?
I
get the feeling I know who the 5th person is, and I don't want to know who the 5th person is because I'm like, I
know
don't
who the
really
5th
want
person is
this
too, I
5th
think.
person.
All right. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Where have we ever seen weapons turn into flowers?
I hope you
Yeah,
guys.
no, I immediately was like, oh shit, it's
Well, I
that.
mean, the
No,
last time we
no.
saw the last time we saw weapons turn into flowers was when
Yeah.
Jack himself turned a weapon into a flower.
Well, also we were told about that girl who did it.
But I hope you guys have enjoyed this session. I
Yes.
hope you guys have enjoyed this session. I look forward to next week when we pick things up where we left off. Remember, everybody, our streams do go onto the VODs go onto YouTube every Sunday. So you'll be able to watch it and rewatch it as much as you want tomorrow.
With that being said,
So yes, be sure to give us
follow
a
on
subscribe
our
on our YouTube and give us a follow here on Twitch and
thank you
our
guys
Twitter
for joining
too.
us, and we hope that you guys can
And-
recoup your sanity because that's what we're about to do too.